Howdy, buddy. So, I'll start off today with some errata, or one errata. The great sword is different from a short sword, but is still parryable according to the wiki. So, thank you, Grizz, for pestering me about that. You are correct. I am just being a wimp and not wanting to try and parry a big scary sword. So the plan for this episode is to kill the Tower Knight, kill the Channeler and his pinkies, free Lautrec, kill the gargoyles, ring the bell, and maybe buy some bones from Oswald. So what I want to do first, I need 22 strength and 18 dex to wield the Black Knight Greatsword two-handed, and 32 strength to wield it one-handed. So what we're going to see first is how... I have 12,000 souls, so how close can I get to that? 18... Not even. Okay. So I might just try and kill them with the reinforced club and my pyro glove. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. And once I do get that, once I do get the two-handed, I think what I'm going to try and do, actually, I'll kill some of the lesser bosses and see if I have enough souls after that to be able to make those upgrades. Yeah, we'll hold off from upgrading for now, though. But wielding two-handed gives a kind of interesting opportunity for weapon management. What you have to kind of do is you have to go one-handed while using your shield, and then make sure that you don't swing one-handed, because if you do, you kind of like stun lock yourself. So you have to switch back and forth between one-handed and two-handed, and only ever attack two-handed. It's a kind of fun thing. You gotta have a good bit of discipline with it. So that'll be once we get enough souls to actually do that, though. So that's gonna be a minute. So today, I want to talk a bit about what my motivations and goals are. And that's partly on this channel, partly in TLC, partly just in my life generally. Although I find that I have fewer opportunities to kind of, okay, I forgot I hadn't killed him yet. And I said it in the intro, too. Alright, let me focus for a minute, because... Actually, can I parry him? Let's see. I can. And well... You know what, we're just gonna do this normally. Can I backstab you? I don't think so. I can stagger you, though. And I rolled into that. Kind of want to chug a little bit, just because if I get hit with that same attack again, I die, and that would not be fun. Come on, come at me. Don't hide behind your shield. Nope, not allowed. Die. Okay, there we go. And what do you drop? A Titanite Shard, cool. And then we'll go up here and pick this up. Okay. And actually, before I do anything else, let me... Okay, can I pull the trick off? Let's see. Nope. Whatever. Womp womp. So if you do that quickly enough, you can make the elevator go down and have access to it from Firelink Shrine without having to take the elevator ride all the way down and then all the way back up. There's probably some save, quit, reload nonsense that you can do as well, but I don't know. As soon as come down here and grab something and then go back in. Okay, and back up we go. So I wanted to talk about my motivations and goals. As a member of the Sacred Order of Foolish Transparency, I am obligated to disclose the mind control that I'm using on my audience. That's something, and I've felt that way since before, like for a long time, way before I encountered Grizz. you can't, I don't know, if you want to, like, you can't help but do mind control on other people, but you need to be honest with them when you do that. Can I hit him? I didn't quite reach. Can I hit you anyway? Come on. Come on. Can I hit you? Yes. And I got the counterattack too. Ooh, do I get another night shot? Ooh, I do. Very nice. So I feel a level of obligation to kind of disclose that because, and I don't know if I've really talked about it that much just yet, but that is something that I think is incredibly important for people to know and understand is what are the motivations of, oh my gosh, they are souped up with the channeler. Let's see. He's going to come charging forward first. Can I just kill you? At least. There we go. Kill him. Trying to not get stabbed to death. How come that didn't stun him? It's a little annoying. And that's why I didn't want to get hit. Okay, we're just going to take a quick swig. There we go. And the pinkies are down. So, motivations. I think it's really important to know the motivations of whoever it is that you're dealing with. And maybe you don't know them, right? But to at least have some idea of what those motivations are or what they're likely to be. Ah, gosh darn it. I feel too close to that. I don't want to parry right now because I'm low on health, but I can just chug real quick. And then block. Not get around for a backstab. I can parry and riposte. Perfect timing. Because now I have another friend to deal with. And I flub that, but I get the second parry. And he has higher health, so I don't quite get the kill, but I can get the backstab off of the stand-up animation. Yeah, I'm going to want to chug before, go back to a bonfire before I do the gargoyles anyway, so hopefully I will have enough souls to be able to wield the Black Knight Greatsword. Fingers crossed. Okay, so what is it that I'm trying to do? I am trying to teach others through modeling patterns myself. Actually, because the next thing up, I can kill one more thing and free Lautrec before I go. We'll do that. I'm trying to teach other people patterns by modeling them myself and encouraging them to give that model a try. I'm not trying to force anyone that, like, oh, I have the worldview, I have the way of seeing things. Like, that's not what I'm trying to accomplish with that, and I don't know what to say if that's what you're hearing with that, but that's not what I'm intending to do. I am well aware that I have been mistaken plenty of times in the past, and there's probably plenty about my current understanding of the world that is also incorrect, that I just haven't realized yet. What I'm trying to do is there's a lot of things that I have realized that I do see that other people don't see. Other things that I know how to do that other people haven't realized are possible. And that's kind of what I want to help fix. I want to help give people, well, first of all, eyes to see, which is kind of Grizz's motivation from what I understand. We all know that there is no agency, any living gent can see that doing what is right for me is lifting up my bro so he can grow some eyes to see that doing what is right for me increases all our agency. Like that is his I Want song, if you want to pull from like the Disney way of doing things musically, right? That's his I Want song. He wants to help open up other people's eyes, and encourage other people, once they have opened their eyes, to help open other people's eyes. And that's part of it for me, because observation precedes action or something like that. So you can't do the thing if you don't see the thing as possible. But for me, it's not quite the same focus for me. I mean, it's still part of it, right? If people's eyes are closed, the first kind of step that you have to take with that is you have to teach them how to notice that their eyes are closed. There's a lot of aspects of that. One of the big ones is this idea that how do you notice when other people are seeing something that you're not seeing, right? And it's not an easy thing to do. It's something that you have to learn and to be disciplined in how you're paying attention. Let's see. What did I say? 22 and 18? Let's see if I have it. Nope. Can I crack soul shards to get the rest of the way there? Let's see. Sorry, this is going to be a little bit boring. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. I just never like cracking Firekeeper souls. I mean, part of that's the added Estus regeneration, but I think right now I could crack it and I would have all the souls I needed, but I don't know. Even though it's just a game, there's something more than just that. I'll wait for Undertale before I talk through that. If I end up playing that, we'll see. Okay. Do the reinforcement. Level up. Strength 22. Dex 18. And still not quite enough. Well, I think I'll do this anyway, just because that is what I want to do. And that'll give me a little bit of a buff for the reinforced club. And we'll just do that. And then I have my pyro glove. Okay, let's go kill some gargoyles. Okay, so people having their eyes closed, right? How do I learn to notice when other people see things that I don't see? Or more generally, how do I learn to see things that are there that other people are not seeing? Right? How do I verify that the thing that I believe is true, the thing that I'm seeing that nobody else seems to be seeing? How do I discern whether that's me being a crazy person or whether that is actual truth that just nobody else is picking up on yet? Because that's not easy, and it's really not easy to have the sort of mental fortitude. I don't know if that's quite the right word for it, but to be willing and able to stand your ground when you've come to that understanding. Oh, I aggroed the other one too. And I really messed up that. Okay, let me just do that, and then roll out of the way. Somehow that didn't hit me. I don't know how. Come on, there we go. Can I shield break you? Nope. Okay, well, gotta wait for the stamina regen. Okay, swing, and okay. I should have known better there. Can I chug? Okay. Let me just... And that was really dumb. But that's part of the process, right? You fail a little bit, you learn, maybe. Okay. So, teaching people how to recognize that their eyes are closed, and then teaching them how to open their eyes are two, I don't know if they're always first steps. I think they're perennial steps. That you're always going to have levels of sight or different kinds of sight that you have to progressively grow and have more of. That it's not a one and done thing that, oh, I just have to learn to see and then I'll be good. It's like, no, no, no. There's different kinds of seeing. There's different levels of sight that you have to climb. And I don't know if there's ever really a roof to it. Yeah, that might be a topic for another video, though. So, to kind of cap that off, I'm trying to model patterns, and I'm trying to encourage other people to maybe not commit to those patterns, but at least give them a try and see if they make sense to them too. Right? That's the... I didn't need to do that second bit there. And he swung twice, but I was able to go through it and without getting... Oh, the hitboxes collided. Okay. What I really want is I want people to engage and participate on deeper levels with reality. I was totally looking at my script there, which is why I just ran face first into him, and thank goodness he didn't hit me. And for sure, that kind of engagement and participation is a lot more taxing. It's a lot more cognitively difficult to engage, not just surface level with whatever it is that you're trying to do. But I think it's a lot more rewarding at the end of the day. I think that if you... And I'm going to get hit? No. Okay, good. I thought I was going to get hit there. It's a lot more rewarding at the end of the day. Yeah, it takes a lot of time and effort to get better at chess, right? But it's not even about getting good to be able to beat other people. Honestly, the thing that I've enjoyed the most about getting better at chess has been the level of beauty that you can discover from a position that can be described in 64 characters or less. Like, that's the thing that's really, really cool to me. But in order to convince somebody that that's the case, you have to get them to a level where they're actually capable of comprehending that beauty. And it's not easy. It's not like, and the other person has to be willing to kind of go out on a leap of faith or a limb of faith there, that the thing that you're going to be showing them, the thing that you're going to be explaining to them, it is going to come to a conclusion. It's going to develop to something that they're actually going to see as beautiful or true or good. And that faith isn't always easy, especially if, like, just for example, with video games, right? Like, this is an incredibly beautiful experience to me, but, and I'm delaying because I want to finish my thought before I start the gargoyle fight. This is an incredibly beautiful thing to me, right? I'm able to engage with this world, and there's so many minute little decisions that I'm making at every moment, and some of them, like, there's different paths to success, but there's so many paths to failure, and learning how to navigate those pitfalls slowly and carefully, right? Like, that's kind of, that has a character of beauty to it. But if somebody sees video games as a waste of time, they see them as not a worthwhile endeavor, they are not even going to give it a chance. They're not even going to entertain the idea of the beauty that is there, in my opinion. Not just that I see it as there, but like, it's so readily apparent to me that I can't understand how, if someone took the time to try and see it truly, that they wouldn't see it as beautiful. Okay. Time for the gargoyles. I had kind of gotten lazy and was utilizing Solaire quite a bit, so soloing them is still kind of uncomfortable for me, but we'll see how this goes. Because I still don't have enough to do the Greatsword, so it doesn't make a difference if I go back to the bonfire or not. Alright, let's do this. You look up, there's a giant bell tower. We just need to go up there and ring the bell. But what are those things sitting around the edge at the just below the bell? Are those gargoyles? Is one of them moving? Oh! Oh my! And it roared! Oh goodness. And now it's flying. And now it's coming after me. Surely this couldn't get any worse, right? Well, I guess we'll just have to deal with this guy. And one little kind of secret. Let's see if I can get it without... We'll... I'm sure most people watching this probably already know what's going to happen, but we'll have some fun for those who don't. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to hit him in the tail, because if you hit him in the tail enough, it severs. And then it comes up as a weapon. Not that I'm going to use it, but just because it's kind of fun to be like, oh yeah, I got the Bell Gargoyle's tail as a weapon. Come on. Oh no, there's two of them. However, could I have predicted this? And they breathe fire. Okay, I could have shielded that. Okay. So for those who don't know, one of the mechanics of this fight is that when you get to half health on one of them, it summons... Okay. When you get one of them to half health, it summons the other one. Alright, I am at 22 minutes here. Do I want to give them another fight, or do I want to save that for another episode? Yeah, we'll save it for another episode. That kind of ties off what I was going to finish it up with nicely anyway. I'm not skilled enough to take people to the top of whatever hierarchy exists. I think that that's something that is really important for me to disclose as well. I'm only 900 elo in chess. I peaked gold in League of Legends. I just died to gargoyles, right? I'm not that skilled of a player that I can really be speaking authoritatively about sort of higher level, higher elo stuff. But what I am hoping to do is I'm hoping to help people to get off the ground. I'm hoping to show people that what are the first steps to kind of take in order to start to see things more clearly, in order to start to be able to do things that they weren't necessarily able to do before. And maybe that's just me being self-deluded and narcissistic, but what I'm hoping is that if that is the case, that I am thinking that I'm farther ahead than I am, that at least by articulating my thoughts, that someone who is more skilled than I am can come along and correct me, that I can, through that humility, learn and improve and grow as a person. That's the hope, at least. So, with that, goodbye then. Be safe, friends. Don't you dare go hollow.